Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Richawd back with another video. This is take 3 of this video. It's 4:32 in the morning. I've been up since I think 7, 6 in the morning. I think like 7 in the morning. I haven't been able to get any sleep, bro. You know what I'm saying? Tonight been one of them nights where your boy just can't get no sleep, bro. You know, my head just spinning, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Walking and sliding and stepping and spinning and standing on business and standing on bitches. But no, my head just spinning right now, you know what I'm saying? You know? Nigga just recorded like a 30-something minute video. I think I'm gonna scrap that shit, bro. You know, I was just kind of like, I kind of got off topic and was just, you know what I mean, on some other shit. So I was like, yeah, nah, we gonna put this one in the vote, big dog, you know what I'm saying? But you know, after making that whole 32-minute video, I feel like I'm a little more polished now. Like I kind of got my thoughts together, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like this one would be the one, you know, hey, they say the third one is always the charm, you know what I'm saying? So yo, may the third one be the charm, you know, this will be the one type shit. But yeah, bro, like I don't know. You know, they say idle time is a devil's workshop, man. So I just tried to make something out of this time, bro, because usually I'm asleep right now, you know? Usually I'm either asleep or I'm at work right now, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's why some nights, like, I just be up. Like, on my off days and shit, I be up, like, late at night and shit, bro, because I usually work overnight shifts and shit, you know what I'm saying? So that shit kind of throws my sleep schedule off, but usually I get some type of sleep. Actually, that's a lie. I have not been up all day. I did take a nap today. And that's probably why my black ass is still awake right now, bro. Because of that bitch ass nap, bro. I took like a 2-hour nap today on phone. So yeah, bro, that's why I'm awake, bro. It's crazy, bro. Like, I really don't need much sleep to function, bro. Like, it's weird, bro. Like, it's so weird. Like, it always be feeling like the more sleep I get, the more tired I be, bro. Like, y'all ever feel that? Like, a nigga can get like 4 hours of sleep and have all the energy in the world, but a nigga get like 8 to 10, folk, and it's like, you know what I mean? A nigga be sluggish as hell in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That shit kind of weird. But yeah, bro. So I did get a little bit of sleep today. I did take a nap. I just remembered that. You know what I'm saying? But I've kind of just been up. You know, and you know, I was just trying to do, you know, my normal shit that'll wind me down at night. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I get to I'll throw on some YouTube or throw on the Netflix or I'll hop on the game for a little bit. You know, actually I don't even hop on the game because when I play the game, that shit keeps me awake. So when I'm trying to like wind down and go to sleep, I'm more so like cut on YouTube and like get to scrolling or, you know, watch a movie or some shit or watch a TV show. But ain't nothing been working tonight, bro. Like, nothing. Like, I cut on a show or I cut on some YouTube, nigga, and I'm on this motherfucker wide awake, bro. So it's like, all right, bro, I guess a nigga just got mad energy tonight for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is we might as well make use of this energy. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I was just thinking of some topics and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And one of the main things that have been on my mind is how we got to adapt to the times we living in today. You know what I'm saying? Not only do we have to adapt from the perspective of to survive, because if you don't adapt, you will get left behind. You will die off. That's just the natural nature of things. You know what I'm saying? We are adaptive creatures. You know what I'm saying? Excuse the car if it's kind of loud or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We in my other car right now. You know, my main car in the shop and shit. I had to get some work done on it. You know, I'll probably have it back sometime next week. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, you gotta adapt, bro, because you know that's the way of life. That's the nature of life. You know, even with animals, bro. You know, animals can't sit around and complain about the way of the world. You know, you think the bird sits around and complains when it starts getting cold? Like, damn, why it gotta get cold? We just found us a tree. We just got us a nest. Now we gotta go goddamn migrate or whatever somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? But no, the animals, they can't complain. They just gotta adapt, you know? And that's how we gotta be as humans, you know what I'm saying? You gotta adapt, you know? If you know, it's a part of survival. You know, if you know a certain neighborhood is dangerous and you're used to being in the suburbs and you go to the hood, nigga, when you go to the hood, you gotta adapt. You can't move how you'll move in the burbs in the hood, or else your ass gonna get robbed, or you might fuck around and die. You know what I'm saying? Because you looking sweet out here. You looking like some food around a bunch of hungry dogs. You gonna get ate up. You know what I mean? When you go to the hood, you gotta be, you know what I mean? You gotta be on point. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be bold. You know, you gotta talk with some bass in your voice. You can't sound like no bitch. When you're in the suburbs, you know what I mean? You just be chilling, you know what I'm saying? Kick back, you know, door unlocked, all type of shit. When you in the hood, you know, you can't move like that. Bro, I ain't gonna cap, y'all. I ain't gonna cap. Bro, it's been this truck that has been spinning the fucking block, bro. Like, for the last, like, since I've been making these videos, bro, niggas just been spinning the block, bro. Shit is mad weird. I'm not really worried about it, but it's like, I just felt the need to say that because that is kind of weird, bro. Like, how they just mad spinning the block and shit, bro. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, they ain't harming me. I don't, you know what I mean? Hey, that's their business, whatever they doing. You know what I'm saying? But just don't come over here, man. Because niggas got the toolie. You will go out like a fool fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But, yeah, bro. So, like, it's a part of nature to adapt, you know? I just been thinking about just, you know, how things have really changed, you know? Just the whole structure of society has changed, you know, the standards, the morals, the spiritual base, you know what I'm saying? And overall, I feel like things are a lot darker. I feel like, you know, the truth is, you know, the truth is mocked. You know, the truth is looked down upon. The truth, you know, the truth isn't taken serious. But lies and you know, propaganda and agendas, you know, people follow these things blindly, and it's like, it irritates me, you know. It does irritate me because it affects everybody, you know. Some people may be like, oh, you just gotta let them be them, but bro, like, us as a whole, as a collective, as people, like, we affect each other, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you in the neighborhood and niggas ain't taking care of their property, you know, that affects you because this is your neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? This is where your family live, you know, this is where, you know what I'm saying, like, your kids and shit is at, you know what I'm saying? So, like, the conduct of people, you know, affects the collective, you know. We've been indoctrinated with all these narcissistic beliefs and, you know, making everything about ourselves, you know what I'm saying? And it's to me, just from my perspective, it's tainted society. It's made society a lesser version of what I feel it should be, you know. But that's just how I feel it should be, you know. But that's not how it is, you know. That's just my feelings on things. But that's not how it is. That's just how I feel. You know, that don't matter in the world. Your feelings don't matter in the world. My feelings don't matter in the world. You know, when the rent is due, they don't care how you feel. When the car note is due, they don't care how you feel. When the insurance is due, when the phone bill is due, when the light bill is due, when the gas bill is due, when the cable bill is due, when the Wi-Fi bill is due, when the barber fare is due. Niggas don't care how you feel. All they care about is, do you have that money for that bill? You can't go to the barber and be like, man, you know, I've been feeling kind of low this week. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really get too many hours this week. I ain't really go to work like that. So, you know, my pocket's looking a little slim. You think you could cut me for free this week? That nigga gonna look at you like you crazy and be like, hell no, I can't cut you for free. But bro, I just ain't been feeling good this week. Shit, I don't feel good most weeks is how that nigga gonna look at you. Shit, most days I ain't feeling good. I still gotta come here and chop hair for a living. That ain't stopping me from chopping hair I still gotta go out here and get it. You know? The world is not gonna care about how you feel. That's one of the things that you start to realize as you get older and you mature. You start to realize your feelings do not matter to the world. But you also have to get that balance. Just because your feelings don't matter to the world doesn't mean you have to be emotionless. All right? Doesn't mean you have to be stoic and never show emotions and never open up. It just means that, you know, you got to be selective with who you open up to, you know? Because I feel like everybody needs somebody to open up to, you know? Especially from the so-called black community, because we hold a lot of shit in, you know? And probably other communities too, but I speak for my people because I can relate. You know, I can't relate to white people. I can't relate to the Mexican community. I'm not Mexican. I'm not white. I can't relate to Arabs or Asians. But I can relate to black people because I'm black. I grew up in the hood. I grew up around niggas. You know, so I know what we have to deal with. You know, so that's why, you know, on certain topics, I feel the need to say, quote unquote, black people. Or I speak on certain black issues. It's not to, you know, to single us out or to make us feel more important than the other races. It's just I relate more to these people because that's who I am, quote unquote. You know? You know, you need somebody to open up to, you know. I feel like that's where a lot of the darkness comes in. You know, people get in a mindset to where, you know, they can't really trust anybody and they're scared, you know. And I've been there. I've been scared to open up to people because it's like, man, if I really get vulnerable with you, is it worth it? Like, will you even really feel what I'm saying? Like, are you even worth opening up to? Can I trust to open up to you? You know, these are the thoughts that I have. You know what I'm saying? These are the thoughts that I have these days looking at society. Like, are people even worthy of opening up to these days? It be feeling like, what's the point? You know, I be feeling like most of my problems I can solve on my own, you know? And I feel like this is what a lot of people from my community deal with. You know, we feel like we can just solve everything on our own. And, you know, if we got to get vulnerable and we got to show some emotions and we got to open up and we got to show some weakness and be like, hey, I'm not feeling good right now. This is bothering me. It's usually not a space for that in our community, you know, because we come from such dysfunction. We come from such broken backgrounds. It's no room for that. You know, especially if you come from the hood or you just come from a certain background where you know, if you know, you know. If you're from the community, you know. You know, if you're from the black community, you know. Like, our parents, you know, our people, we don't want to hear that soft shit. You know, we look at that as soft. We look at emotions, feelings, that shit is soft. You know, trust me, I've dealt with it. I've opened up about shit to certain people in the family and shit, and they just look at me as a soft bitch ass nigga for opening up. And I'm like, all right. So now I'm a bitch ass nigga because I wanted to open up about how I was feeling about shit. For sure, I just won't open up no more. You know what I'm saying? And then it's toxic because it's like, damn, who the fuck am I gonna open up to then if I can't even open up to my own fam? You know, if I can't even trust these niggas to open up to, you know. So that's why I feel like you just got to take that fear out of it, because that's really what it is. You fear that you gonna open up to them and they're not gonna take you serious, or they may laugh at you, or they may mock you, or, you know, they may just use this as more ammunition on how they feel about you. You may already feel like, you know, niggas don't be respecting you and shit. You feel like if you open up about certain shit, they really not gonna respect you. They gonna be like, oh yeah, you be going through this, you be going through that. Like, well, you know what I mean? It's like, from our community, the things we go through, we gotta shell up, because it's like, It's like we all going through so much shit, bro. But it's like we need each other, though. Like, we need people who we can vent to about shit we going through, bro. You know, that be the thing that be blowing me. And like, it has to be like on some shit to where like you open up about some shit, they open up about some shit, bro. Like, it can't just be some shit where you under the microscope and you're being fucking interrogated. How many bitches have you fucked? How much money do you got? How much money are you making? When was the last time you went out? How many clothes do you know what I mean? Like, you under interrogation and shit. Like, that shit not cool, bro. But like, I mean like a healthy space to where it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they've opened up about shit. They've opened up about certain weaknesses. So now you feel a little comfortable. You can open up about shit. You can open up about certain weaknesses. We need that in our community to where it's healthy. And we got to stop mocking it and shaming it and calling niggas weak and calling niggas bitches because they want to open up about they homie that died, or they want to open up about a female that may have broke their heart, you know what I'm saying, or a female that they may be simping over, you know what I'm saying, a female that they may not know, you know, they can't get over type shit, you know what I mean, shit that men go through. They don't want to open up about their job because, you know what I'm saying, you got a majority of motherfuckers don't like their job, you know what I'm saying? So like, you start feeling like your words is going on deaf ears, you know what I'm saying? And then after a while, it's just like, bro, what's the point of even saying anything? And that's unhealthy because then you just kind of, you get consumed by all your thoughts and you really don't have much of an outlet, you know, to release those thoughts, and that becomes dangerous. You know, it's just like putting a bunch of dirt and garbage under the carpet. You know, for a while you're gonna be all right. You ain't really gonna notice it, but as some time goes by, that garbage gonna build up, and then eventually somebody gonna trip over the carpet and bust their shit. You know, eventually you're gonna start hurting people around you and hurting yourself. You know, because of all this toxicity that you're building up. You know, so I feel like, you know, in order to survive, the main way we gotta adapt is, you know, we need more outlets, you know, to express our vulnerabilities, you know, and we need to be better listeners as people. I feel like I'm a great listener, you know what I'm saying, myself, but as a whole, as a collective, like, you know, sometimes I feel like majority of people, they just like to hear their own voice, you know what I'm saying? Like, I always say, I'm a listener first. I'm going to listen to you first. Before I say anything, I'm going to listen. I'm going to ask you questions. You know, I'm going to get to know you first before I really start saying some shit. And if and when I ask you questions, if I respect the responses that you're giving me, that's going to gauge the things that I choose to talk about with you. But if I ask you certain questions and the responses you're giving me I don't respect, then, you know, the way I move and the way I talk with you is going to vary. You know what I'm saying? Based on those things. And that's how you got to move with people. It's called reading people. It's called getting to know people. It's called setting boundaries, you know? These things are important. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like that's one of the main things we need as people to survive in these times. We need a space. You know, luckily for me, I'm a YouTuber, so I don't always need a person, you know? Sometimes I just come on here and I make videos, and that's the therapy for me. I don't need to talk to anybody. But sometimes I don't make a video. Sometimes I talk to my friends about it. Sometimes I may talk to a certain family about it, you know, and get it off my chest that way. Sometimes I may not want to talk to them about it. Sometimes my family, they may have a lot of shit going on their goddamn self, and I don't really want to bother them with it. I don't really want to burden them with it. That's another thing from our community. Like I said, we all be going through so much shit. You be feeling like a burden with your own problems and shit like that. So you just hold it in, you know what I'm saying? You just keep it pushing because you don't want to be weak. But you need that healthy space where you can just open up, man, and be vulnerable and talk about things that bother you, you know? Talk about insecurities that you have, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, try to build towards solutions, you know? I'm not saying to have a pity party and be just, you know what I'm saying, oh, woe is me. I'm just saying you need people where you can be real and be like, yo, like, I'm really conflicted about this. Like, this shit is really on my mental. You know what I'm saying? And you need to feel comfortable enough. You know what I'm saying? As a community, we need that. And in order to have that, we need better listeners. And we need people to be a little more unselfish. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we're a little too selfish as people, man. You know, a little too narcissistic. You know, it's a little too much about us. You know, there's nothing wrong with, you know, taking things serious, taking yourself serious, valuing yourself, valuing your own time, locking in. You know, to grow in life, you got to be selfish during periods in your life to grow, especially if you're growing spiritually. You know, that takes a lot of idle time, a lot of isolation, a lot of time away from people. You know, a lot of your spiritual growth comes alone. It doesn't come in a group. It doesn't come with your girl. It doesn't come with your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister. It comes alone. You know, a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people who haven't elevated spiritually, they will never understand how one can just go to the park by themselves, how one can just be by themselves, you know. And it may appear that, oh, they're so sad and they're so depressed because they're facing themselves. They're facing those demons. They're facing those things that hunt them. They're facing those things that keep them up at night. You know what I'm saying? They're facing that shit head on, bro. And it's a battle, you know. But you got to win these battles. You got to learn how to win these battles alone, bro. You know, it's okay to have support. But at the end of the day, you have to be able to win those battles. Because what are you going to do if no one's around? I was like, what's that noise? It's the train coming. What are you going to do if nobody is around and you have no one to support you and you still have these obstacles that you have to overcome? You have to, that's why I emphasize a lot, you know, solitude and time of isolation, time of celibacy, you know, because this is how you grow spiritually, man. You're not going to grow spiritually around a group of people. You're not going to be able to grow spiritually with your girl. You know, I know this may not be popular to say, but you're not. You know, your girl needs stability. You know, as a man, that's what you're supposed to be providing to your female, to your significant other: stability, wisdom, resources. You know, protection. But if you're at an unstable point, you can't provide that for a woman. You know, if you're at a point to where you're changing, you don't need to be around a woman. I know that's not popular to say. A lot of dudes, if they took heed to this type of advice, and I'm not the only one who speaks on this, I'm just the messenger. I'm one of many. But if more men took heed to this type of advice, when dudes are telling them, like, man, in order to get out of a rut mentally, you got to get out of that shit alone. You have to be able to get out of that shit alone. You have to be able to take a period of time where you can get to know yourself, when you can get to fight those battles. And that's where the confidence comes from, you know? Now, if you just alone and you just fucking off and, you know what I'm saying, you're not reading nothing, you know what I'm saying, like, you're not watching no informative videos, no informative podcasts, you know what I'm saying, you're not doing anything to stimulate your mind spiritually, then yeah, being alone could be dangerous. You know, people that look at the world, people that look at things from a worldly view, they will never understand idle time and celibacy and solitude. They will always be those people who are going to mock it and laugh at it and have all these things to say. Oh, he must be gay, or he must be this, or he must be that, because you're not worshiping a woman. You know, we're in a feminized society to where dudes are programmed to worship women, you know. And then when you come across a dude who doesn't necessarily worship women, we still love women. I still love women, you know. But I understand the woman's place. I understand I'm not going to be able to grow like I need to grow with a significant other. You know what I'm saying? Just not. To me, I feel like you shouldn't have a significant other until you're stable, because then you could bring stability into her life. I feel like a lot of relationships are toxic and you know, end up not working out because you got two unstable people coming together. And it's never going to work out that way. Somebody has to be stable. At least one person. If both are stable, that's great. At least one person, though, has to be stable for things to have a chance of working out. But if you're both unstable and unsure of things and insecure, she go out and you worry she cheating on you. You go out, she worry you cheating on her, and all this little petty little kid shit that comes when you're unstable and you're insecure. But when you get stability, that gives you security. That gives you a backbone as a man, to where you won't be simping over no woman. A lot of dudes become simps because they start taking things to a serious level with women before they're stable. Now, if you're stable at a young age, get your woman. But majority of dudes, if depending on how you was raised and your background and just how much money your family has, when you're young, things are very unstable. Things are very uncertain, Things are very unstable and very uncertain. And I feel like we waste a lot of time on women in our youth, bro. Women are a beautiful thing. I feel like times of solitude, times of isolation, times of celibacy should be periods, I'm not one that believes a dude should be going a whole year, just me. I'm not one that believes necessarily going a whole year without intercourse or without, relations or without, busting a nut. I don't think that's healthy. As someone who has practiced celibacy, during periods in my life, I feel like the best way to do it is to take a period, bro. Go 30 days, go 60 days, go 90 days. That's 1 to 3 months, bro. I feel like that's like a good range. You know what I'm saying? Take 1 to 3 months, bro, to focus on you. Focus on working out, focus on reading. You can still hang out with women. You can still go out and kick it and this and that, but you just not on no serious shit. You know what I'm saying? You just do it, during your times of leisure. But take 3 months, bro, to spend majority of your time with yourself and some books, learning, praying, reading the Bible if that's what you believe. If you don't believe in the Bible, reading the Quran, or just reading. Reading is very valuable no matter what you read. You know what I'm saying? Helps your vocabulary, helps broaden your mind, it helps keep you sharp. I feel like if dudes who are in a bad place in life, in an unstable point in life, I feel like if dudes just took periods, you can go a month and then, say you got a girlfriend. Say you got a girlfriend, and I'm going to keep it real. If you got a girlfriend and you're at this point to where you need to take time alone, if you have an understanding girlfriend, she may ride with you if you say, I want to go a month. I'm going to be real with you. If you got a girl, bro, you probably going to have to keep it to like a month max, bro. Because like 2-3 months, no intercourse, no nothing with your girl, bro, like that's tough. You know what I'm saying? Like, like females got hormones too, bro. Like, we ain't the only ones that be horny around this motherfucker. Like, like they be horny too. So it's like, she not going to be getting satisfied because, you on your spiritual shit. That's what I'm saying. A lot of times when you're elevating spiritually, if you really want to lock in, having a woman around is going to be a detriment. Unless you have a very understanding woman, And even if she's very understanding, it's still going to be hard for her to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Not having, that sexual connection, because that's a huge part of relationships, the sexual connection, So if you want to take a period, or you feel the need to take a period of isolation, man, you may have to make a tough decision, bro. You may have to cut a female off. You may have to, put a female on the back burner. You may have to choose you over her. And a lot of dudes don't have the balls to do that because we've been taught to worship women, and men just haven't been taught well. So most men don't have an abundance mindset. Most men, if they get a bad female to take them serious and want to get in a relationship with them, they feel like they done struck gold. You know what I'm saying? Like they can't do no better than this. They the luckiest man on earth. And, 9 times out of 10, that shit is gonna come to an end, because you're gonna start simping, and then she's gonna start losing respect for you. And unless you got some deep pockets, your ass is on the back burner, She'll keep you around if you got some deep pockets, but she gonna be cheating on you. She gonna be cheating on your ass. If you a simp, she gonna cheat on you. Even if you not a simp, it's a chance that she'll cheat on you. But she damn sure gonna cheat on you if you're a simp. What is a simp? Simp gets thrown around so much, bro. Is a simp someone who buys females gifts or buys their woman gifts or this and that? Is a simp someone who takes care of their woman and this and that? Compliments their woman? That's not a simp. A simp is a dude who goes out of his way for a woman that don't give a damn about him, that don't feel the same way about him as he feels about her. Check this, bro. Women are supposed to be going out of their way to keep you satisfied. This is an unpopular opinion because we supposed to be going out of our way to keep them satisfied. But really, if you're a biblical man, if you're a religious man, but most of y'all religious, a lot of y'all religious people be sped as hell, but or y'all be acting sped. I'm gonna say that y'all be acting sped as hell, bro. But like if you're biblical, bro, you will understand that the woman is a helpmeet. A woman is a servant to the man. These are very, very, very unpopular things to say. I understand. I done lost the majority of the audience saying that shit. But I'm going to continue to say it because it's the truth. A woman is meant to be a helpmeet and a servant to the man. If you read the Bible, it will tell you that. It will tell you that. Does that mean a woman is a man's slave? Absolutely not. It also tells you in the Bible that a woman is a prized possession. It tells you that a woman is very valuable. It's needed. A helpmeet. A help. She's here to help you. Something that is helpful, is useful, is important, is valuable. She's not a slave. It don't mean that you don't show her respect and you don't take care of her and you don't compliment her and you don't love her. But it means that, yeah, you come home from a long day of work. She's supposed to be there, massage your back, rub your feet, have some food ready for you. You know what I mean? Give you some intercourse that night if you want it, It's supposed to be the dudes turning down the intercourse, not the woman. Majority of days, it'd be the woman turning down the intercourse. It'd be the dudes trying to get a nut off, and shorty like, no, I'm not in the mood. Man, a real woman, you supposed to always be in the mood for your man. Real talk, because that's your job, that's your mission. It's to please him, to keep him, to help him, right? A man work a long day, 12 hours, 10 hours, 8 hours, 14 hours. He come home from work. He shouldn't have to come home and be washing dishes and be trying to cook and all that. He should come home to dishes clean, a nice warm plate, some fellatio, some goddamn intercourse, all that shit, if he wants it. The man should be the one turning down the intercourse. The man should be the one, nah, baby, I'm good tonight. I think I'm gonna rest tonight. I'm not really feeling it tonight. The man should be the one saying that, not the woman. The woman, it's the woman's job, even if you don't feel like it. If that man needs it, it's your job to keep that man satisfied. It's your job to help that man. But, I understand. Majority of y'all not gonna agree with that talking point. And I get it. We're in a new time. We're in a new day. We're not in the biblical days no more. I've accepted that. Those days are long gone. So I gotta adapt to the new times. You know what I'm saying? I gotta adapt to the new woman. I gotta adapt to how I move. I gotta, adapt how I speak to them. All men do. Quote unquote alpha males are just men with a patriotic or just a biblical mindset, or just a man, I would say. A man with a man's mindset. We're going to have to humble ourselves. We're going to have to develop some patience. And we're going to have to adapt. Or else we're going to die off and we're going to get left behind. These women going to drive us crazy if you let them. Because they running wild, man. Man, you can't get caught up in the woman, bro. I promise you can't. Everything in this life is temporary. We're all on temporary time. You know? We're all operating on temporary time. I'm in the mindset these days, you got to enjoy your time with these women. The old cliche, enjoy your turn. I believe fully in that. Because these women have been liberated, they've been westernized, they've been feminized. In their mind, they're a god. What? A goddess, aka a god. What is a god? A god is a creator of their environment, a creator of their universe. So a god can create whatever they want, quote unquote. A woman can have whatever she wants, quote unquote. However a woman feels. If she feels like she wants to fuck with Todd over there, but she's with Blake, or she's with Albert, or goddamn, I almost said, or she's with motherfucking, I'm gonna just not say names. Because I don't want people to think I'm talking about someone specific when I'm not. I'm just naming random names. But I almost named a name that's someone that I know. And I don't know. I don't know who be watching these shits. So I don't want niggas thinking I'm throwing shade. And I'm not. I'm literally just naming off random names that come to my head. But my point being, if she feels that she wants to, go fuck with bro, she's going to go fuck with bro. You know? According to the Bible, that's some hoe shit. According to the Bible, she's supposed to only be with one man, but she believes that she can do what a man does. She has penis envy. She wants to be a man low key. She wants to be the ones, you know what I mean, calling the shots. She want to be the one calling the shots. She want to be the leader of the household. And we're in a society to where these things have been normalized. And as a man, if you don't allow the woman to run things, you're being controlling. You're being narcissistic. You're this, you're that. You're no fun. I can't be with a man like him. He want to control me. He insecure. He don't let me have no friends. He don't let me go out. And then, they get what they want. And then the dudes that don't let them do that see how they moving and they like, and that's exactly why I wasn't finna let you do that. Because all these friends and all these going outs and all this and that, you're vulnerable. As a female in modern Babylon, you're vulnerable. Especially how y'all be dressing, you're vulnerable. And, a female come across a dude that's attractive and he talking that talk, it don't matter if she got a boyfriend. She's going to give that dude attention. Now, according to the Bible, that's some whole shit, but we not in biblical days no more. We got to adapt to the new times. According to today, that's just, she's living her best life. That's how they justify the shit. And as men, we have to be okay with that. We can't get triggered by that no more. We got to start maturing. We got to start maturing emotionally as men with these women. Right? And you just got to get to the point where, like I said, you enjoy your time with them. You enjoy your turn. You can't let your emotions taint the way you would treat her. Now, I was a dude, I went through my red pill phase where I was like, fuck these hoes. I ain't complimenting no bitches. I ain't buying no bitches no gifts. I ain't doing shit for no bitch. These hoes ain't shit. Yeah, I went through my little red pill phase, but that's no fun. Because all you're gonna do is majority of women you're not gonna be able to deal with, because they're gonna have red flags. And if you're a man who's observant and pays attention and asks questions, you're gonna pick up on these red flags, and you're not gonna want to deal with them 9 times out of 10. If you're thinking about things seriously. But you got to understand, these women don't even take themselves seriously. A lot of dudes take these women way more seriously than they even take their damn self. A lot of these women know deep down that they need to be led by a man. A lot of these women secretly, they be playing all these games because they want a man to check their ass. A lot of these women secretly want their ass beat. Allegedly. I don't condone domestic violence at all. But, you know, Brother Malcolm X said he was hard on a woman. He said he was hard on his woman. I'm just saying. I don't condone domestic violence. I'm just saying. Secretly, deep down, a lot of these women secretly want to get put in their place. They want a man who understands what they are. You know? They just play these little games to test you, to see what they can get away with, to see if you're weak. A lot of these women in a perfect world, they want a weak man. They want a simp. These women love simps. Why you think it's so many of them? Just because you a simp don't mean you're not getting no booty. There's a lot of simps getting plenty of booty because these women love simps. Because simps are convenient. Simps are going to do whatever it takes to keep them happy. And newsflash, good luck keeping a woman happy. Good luck. You know? Good luck. Goddamn, Adam couldn't keep Eve happy. You think we can keep these women happy? When Adam couldn't even keep Eve happy in the garden where things were perfect? You think we got a chance of making these women happy, making these women satisfied? You gotta understand, it's supposed to be their job to keep us happy, bro. That's why the game is all fucked up. They supposed to be the ones trying to keep us happy, bro. They supposed to be the ones trying to help us stay on our grind and stay on our purpose and stay on our mission. They supposed to be the ones supporting us. I'm not saying you don't support them too and support their visions and all that shit. I'm just saying it's their mission, it's their purpose, it's their duty to be there for their man and for their children, bro. That is the woman's best qualities. A woman's best quality is taking care of her man and taking care of her kids. What do I mean by taking care of her man? Cooking for him, massaging him, rubbing his feet, goddamn, intercourse. And that's about it. That's all a brother need. Man, you give a brother a nice warm plate every night, a massage, and some intercourse, that brother not going nowhere. And you keep your damn mouth shut. You ain't always, you know when to talk and when not to talk. You respect him when he just needs his silence. You can just be there with him silent type shit. And you not nagging him, you not annoying him. Like, a lot of these women is annoying, bro. They don't know how to shut the fuck up. Like a good woman that was raised right, that had a mama that led by example and that taught her how to be a woman and how to cater to a man, how to take care of a man. Man, a real woman would teach her daughter, you know what I'm saying? You got to take care of your man. You got to satisfy your man. Because that's going to keep him motivated. That's going to make him work hard. Right? That's going to give him a reason to work hard, because he knows he got you at home. You know? So he going to work them hours, because he knows when he get off work, he got a nice warm plate waiting and a massage and some fellatio. That'll keep a man working. And if that man is working, and if that man is motivated, and if that man is getting raises and promotions at his job, that helps you as a woman. Because now, y'all getting more money. But if that man is stressed out and he on edge, he gonna fuck around and lose his job. Because he gonna fuck around and flash out on somebody because you at the crib stressing him out. You know? Just saying, man. Just saying. I'm just the messenger, bro. I'm gonna continue to tell y'all that. You know, I don't come on here acting like I'm better than people. I got my flaws. I shit, I fart just like y'all do. You know, I'm just the messenger, bro. That's it. That's all. You know, it's really not that deep. You know, I'm not coming on here trying to act like I know all and I can give y'all all the answers. I just feel like I know some things, and the things I feel like I know, I speak on. You know, and if it resonates with you, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You know, it's just how these things go. You know, but man, we like 45 minutes in, bro. It don't even feel like that long. That just lets me know I was just flowing in this one, man. But yeah, I kind of got sidetracked talking about the woman. The main point was talking about how we have to adapt to these times, but that's not really a sidetrack because these women is a part of the adaptation, you know. These women are a part of the adaptation, you know. Majority of changes that have happened in society, men don't necessarily care about too much. The ones that have really affected men is the empowerment and the feminism, you know, of the woman. You know, I'm not saying a woman shouldn't have no power. You know, there was a time where they didn't give women no power. You know, women should have power over the household. That's where their power lies. All right. That's where they're their most valuable, you know, in the household. That's when a woman is in her best form in the household. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing better than having a great mother, you know, who's there for you and teaches you things. You know? There's nothing better, you know, there's nothing better than having a great wife who's there for you and satisfies you and supports you and loves you. You know, it's nothing better than that. That's a woman's best value. Not being a city girl, not being seen, not being out here twerking all over the place, just trying to get all this attention. The best attention a woman can get is from her man and from her kids, from her family. I promise you that attention is gonna feel way better than some random dude at the club who just want to fuck. He just giving you attention. He just sweet talking you because you shaking that fat ass, because you got the big old bitties out. Sorry to break it to you, and then y'all be like, oh, all men not shit. No, you guys just choose the men who aren't shit. You guys just choose poorly. There's plenty of men out here who are good men. Y'all just overlook them for Pookie and Ray Ray. And then Pookie and Ray Ray does what Pookie and Ray Ray does. He pump and dumps. You know? He got hoes. He got like 5, 6, 7 baby mamas. And you one of them. You know? That's your fault. But I don't want this video to sound like I'm, you know, coming for women or anything. You know, sometimes a nigga just be keeping it real. And when you keep it real these days, you know, they always got to act like, you know, it's something wrong with you for keeping it real. But I'm just speaking things that are true, you know. You don't have to agree with it, but just know that it's true. The reason why it bothers you and it triggers you so much is because it's true. If it wasn't true, you wouldn't pay it no mind. Nobody would care. Nobody would listen. But there's some truth behind it. That's why I have an audience. That's why people click on the video. Because I say things that have some sort of truth behind it. I'm not saying everything I say is 100% factual. I could be wrong on some things, you know. But I feel like I know that the things I be talking about is true, you know. And, you know, a month from now, a year from now, 5 years from now, some of the things I speak on today, I could feel differently about. I doubt it, but I could be proven wrong. And if I am, I will come on a video, say I'm still making videos 5 years down the line, and I would say I was wrong. But as of today, I feel I'm dead right, you know. A lot of men's problems lie from them not being able to face themselves by themselves, become stable. You know, I feel like men don't need to be in serious relationships until they're stable. we get pressured and we get pushed into, getting into relationships and this and that when we're young and before we're even ready. I feel like when men are young, you need to be focused on becoming stable. I feel like once you become stable, then you need to focus on a woman. Once you get the woman, then you need to get a family. Once you get the, you know what I mean? And it goes like that. Once you get the family, then you just build from there. But you can't get to the family if you're not stable. And that's how a lot of people are brought into an unstable environment. Because dudes are young and they unstable and they don't got things together. But you young, you in your prime, you looking good, pause, Women looking good when they young. And we do what we do when we young. We young, dumb, and full of cum. And now you got a kid, you bringing a kid into this world while you young, dumb, you know what I mean? And you're supposed to be instructing this child. That's how the cycle continues. That's how you get all these, that's why society is at the point it's at now. And then you still have these old heads, teaching these young heads to worship women, and you got to get you a woman, or where your woman at, where your this at, where your that at. Man, we should be in these young men's head like, bro, like, nigga, how your credit looking? Like how your savings looking? You know what I'm saying? Like, what type of books are you reading? These are things we should be, in our youngins' ear about. Not fucking earthly vain shit like women and clothes and all this stupid shit that's not gonna matter when we gone. What's gonna matter when you're gone is the legacy you leave behind, the family. A lot of people say when you die, you're forgotten. You're not forgotten if you leave a family behind. That family gonna remember you forever. Your son gonna remember you forever. Right? Your grandson gonna remember you forever. I'm a forever remember my father and my grandfather. Forever. I'm always remember my mother and my grandmother forever. So these are the things that we need to put time and energy into. Preparing young men to be leaders of homes, leaders of families. Not preparing young men to be little whoremongers. What's the value in that? Not bashing young men or shaming young men because they want to grow spiritually and they don't want to focus on women right now. Not insulting their manhood, trying to call them gay because they're taking a period of celibacy. No, we need to be more supportive in things like this. You should be proud if you see a young brother talking about, I'm gonna take some time and I'm gonna be celibate. I'm gonna slow down on all my vices and I'm gonna focus on myself. I'm gonna focus on reading. I'm gonna focus on stretching. Doing yoga. Working out, running, I already said reading. All these little self-improvement things that we should be doing while we're young. That we should be doing while we're young, but we get programmed to do things backwards. To be in our 20s. Oh, you're young. Have your fun. Have your fun. That's the programming. And then you look up and you 32 and you still having fun. You 32 still having fun at your mama house. In her basement. We got to start now while we're young, bro. We got to start doing these little things while we're young, bro. And then it's going to benefit us going into our 30s and 40s. Because then by the time we hit our 30s and 40s, we will be stable mentally. Not only financially, but we'll be stable mentally, bro. That's what's important. Because what's all the money in the world if you're broken mentally? What's all the money in the world if you have to sacrifice your soul to get it? That money's not gonna mean anything. But yeah, man, I'm gonna get up out of here. Hopefully I can get some rest after this. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not tired at all. But I feel like at some point today I'll get a little bit of sleep. You know what I mean? And then I'll go to work. Cause shit, niggas work the overnight. So if I don't get no sleep, I'll fuck around and be up 2 days straight. That shit crazy. But yeah, man, these are the main things we got to focus on, man, to grow. You know what I mean? We got to focus on that idle time. We got to put women in their proper perspective. You know, you can still love a woman. You can still enjoy your time. Women are very valuable, very beautiful, very precious. You know, I love women. You know, women make this world better. I would hate to be in a world where there was no woman. Trust me, that shit will suck. I'll fucking off myself if it was no fucking bitches. Real talk. Women are great, but they can be very dangerous too if you don't put them in a proper perspective. They can lead you to prison. They can lead you to a grave. They can lead you to just being lost out here. If you don't put them in a proper perspective, they can break your heart. They can break your spirit. You know, you with a girl, y'all been together 2-3 years, and then you walk in on her, she getting banged out by the goddamn maintenance man, and your whole spirit just gets crushed because you thought she was in love with you, and you thought all she cared about was you. And you walk in and fill up the maintenance man is blowing her fucking back out. You know, niggas off themselves about shit like that. They catch their woman cheating and they fucking around kill their girl and they self. You don't want to end up like that. Or you don't want to end up one of these niggas hating women because, you know, you found out your girl was a hoe. You don't want to end up like that. You know? So my best advice to you is to enjoy your turn. Remove your emotions. Move logically. And then you will be able to move blissfully with women. You know, you just gotta adapt. You just gotta know. Majority of women, they're westernized. They're not of the woman. They're not like our grandmothers and this and that. No, they're different. You know, they're more open. They're more free-minded. You know, so you gotta let them be free. Cause ain't no taming them. That ain't gonna work. You try to tame a bitch, you going to jail. You try to tame a female, you're going to jail, my friend. So you can't do that. So all you can do is just let them be free. Wherever they want to roam, let them roam. If they roam with you, enjoy your time. Know it's a good chance they gonna go roam with somebody else. And you got to be okay with that. As far as relationships, you know, you just got to decide. One, there are still good women out there, so if you find you a good woman, I will advise you to settle down, cut off all your hoes, and just be there for that woman. You know? Make that thing work. Because that one woman, what Kanye say? One good girl is worth 1,000 bitches. That one good girl, man, will be all you need, my boy, especially in these times. If you can secure one, I know I talk about a man can have more than one woman and this and that, which is true, but we're not in those times no more. In these times, one good girl is worth 1,000 bitches. So far as relationships, man, try to find you that one good girl. And while you're trying to find her, enjoy your time with the field. You know, play the field. See what's out there. That's what I would advise men as far as relationships. And enjoy your turn. You know, ask good questions, you know. And you got to know when to ask the questions, too. Don't just the first date, you on some goddamn interrogation shit. Asking her about her whole life story. Like, you know what I mean? Know how to sprinkle in the questions. You know, you got to know when it's the right time to ask a question type shit. You know, you got to have that healthy balance of just having conversations, just talking about bullshit, making her laugh, making her smile, and then having some real conversations here and there to pick her brain. You know, you got to have that healthy balance. Some niggas, bro, they just be on demon time, and they just trying to pick her brain 24/7, and then, you know, she start feeling uncomfortable and shit because it's like, nigga, I'm just getting to know you. You know, when it's the other way around, you know what I'm saying, it's different. You know, we give females a pass because they're females. But when you're a man, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, you know, you gotta move a little differently. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be crafty with your shit. You know. But yeah, that's my best advice. search for the right one, and on your search, play the field. How you gonna find the right one if you don't play the field? You know what I'm saying? Now, I mean you gotta be fucking 1,000 women, but play the field. Go on dates. Go out. I'm not one of these dudes who's gonna be like, don't never take a woman on a date, this and that. That's just, niggas is gonna be dying younger and younger, bro. Ain't nothing like going on a date, bro. Going to a movies, you know what I'm saying? Catching a game, you know, going to the beach, you know what I'm saying? Going to the nightlife, going to a show. These things are fun to do. These things are, especially with a woman, you know, you and a woman out on the town on a date. That's fun. I'll pay for that shit. I'll pay for my shit and her shit. Because that's fun. That's worth it. That's worth paying for me. You can call me a simp if you want to. That's worth paying. Shit. I don't know what's wrong with y'all niggas. Niggas don't even want to go on dates no more. Niggas be like, shit, going on the dates is going back to the crib. Hey, that's you. You know, that's you. And to a degree, going back to the crib can be a date. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be sleeping on just being at the crib chilling. But females like to be outside, bro. And niggas like to go outside too, bro. You know? I know 9 times out of 10, all you thinking about is getting back to the crib. But going outside be fun too, bro. You know, we gotta enjoy that shit too, man. You know what I'm saying? But that's my thing on relationships, man. You know, if you choose to get in one, you know, you gotta remove that fear. A lot of men fear getting in a relationship and then the system fucking them over. You know, you get deep into it, y'all have a couple of kids, and now all of a sudden she don't love you no more, and she want a divorce, and now she taking half, and you know, all these horror stories that got men traumatized. But it's like, so what? We just gonna be single? We just not gonna be having kids? Like, I can't live like that, bro. I'm the type of nigga, I'm gonna take a chance, bro. But one of these females, I'm gonna take a chance, and they gonna have my son. I'm speaking, it's gonna be a boy. You gonna have my son. Goddamn. And that nigga to the league. My son to the league, nigga. I'm be training that nigga. I'm gonna be on my LeVar Ball shit, nigga. That nigga's to the league, bro. And I'm gonna make sure my shorty who I had a kid with, she an athlete too. She gotta be at least, goddamn. I ain't gonna say all that. I don't want to sound like one of these females that be like, he gotta be 6'5". This and I don't want to sound like that. I don't want to sound like that. But preferably, if I get an athletic female who's, you know, not super tall, but you know, not super short type shit, like in the middle, like, you know, 5'7", 5'8" type shit, you know. Hey, I love the fun size too. I love the goddamn 5'2", 5 feet to 5'5" females type junk. Like, hey, them damn near be the best ones. But as far as my son going to the league, yeah, I'm gonna need a shorty with some height, and I'm gonna need a shorty who's an athlete her damn self. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm taking notes from LeVar, nigga. That nigga got him a volleyball female. Nigga, I ain't gonna cap, bro. My biggest crushes in high schools will always be the track girls, bro. Like, bro, the track girls will always be so fine, bro. I swear to God, bro. And then you in them tight ass motherfucking spandexes and shit, bro. Oh my God, bro. Like, nigga, I ran track in 8th grade, and I think my freshman year just for the females, bro. Like, I ain't even fuck with track, bro. Like, niggas was in practice bullshitting, bro. Like, on everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was there strictly for the women, strictly to look at some booty. Hey, it is what it is. I was a horny ass high schooler, nigga. I ain't gonna cap. But word, shit, I was a horny ass kid, period. I've been horny since I can remember. But that may be too much information. But anyway, that's how I view relationships, bro. You gotta take a chance, you know. You gotta take a chance, or else, you know. What? You just gonna live a life alone, or you just gonna live a life with just, you know, certain women in your life that, you know. I feel like every man desires a family, bro. Like, I feel like that's what completes a man. That's what completes a woman, a family, kids, children, you know. That's what gives you a purpose going into your older age, you know, to keep working and to keep building on things, you know. I feel like if I hit 40 and 50 and I ain't got no kids and this and that, like, nigga, I'm gonna be fucking up, bro. Cause it's like, nigga, what's my motivation, bro? Like, nigga, you 40, you 50, you ain't got no kids, bro. Like, no shade to anybody like that, bro. Like, every dude has their reasons, and you know, it's reasonable. You know, the system is not in our favor. The system is in the woman's favor. But I feel like you gotta take a chance. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be willing to take a chance. And if you're not, you know, hey, I guess you're just gonna be you know, just playing the field your whole life, you know. And I feel like, especially once you start getting older, all that playing the field shit is dead, bro. Like, cause I be watching not a lot, but a decent amount of YouTubers, and I got some OGs who, you know, they in their 40s and their 50s and shit like that, bro. And they'll tell a nigga like, nigga, my days of chasing women is over, nigga. I just need me one woman or a couple of women to just settle down with, you know. So I guess while we young and we got all this energy, we can do that. We can just play the field and run wild. But I feel like at some point you're gonna want something just consistent and something stable, and you gonna want to settle down and build a family, bro. I feel like every man desires that deep down, bro. You know, I feel like deep down every man desires that. But if you a dude and you see the way society's moving and you don't want to bring children into this world, hey, I don't really blame you. Should I contemplate if I should ever have some kids? But I don't know. I ain't gonna cap. I just want a son, bro. Hey, if Shorty get pregnant and it's a boy, I don't gotta have no more kids, bro. I got my son, bro. I just need my son, bro. I just need one boy, bro. Real talk. Real talk. Like, hopefully won't, hey, nigga, if the first few kids is girls, nigga, hey, we gonna keep having kids till a boy pop out, bro. I'm telling you. I need at least one boy, man. I'm telling you. And just give me one boy, bro. That nigga gonna be a stud, bro. I promise you. I'm gonna prepare that nigga, bro. That nigga, by the time, bro, my son gonna be on point, nigga. I promise you. That nigga gonna have all the wisdom that, nigga, I wish I had at his age type shit. Like, I'm gonna teach that nigga everything. Everything he needs to know. Real talk. But yeah, man, that's the video, dog. We gotta adapt to these times. You know, with these women, we gotta adapt to them. You know, we gotta take a chance. You know, if we don't have to, but, you know, if you desire to have a family, you're gonna have to take a chance. You know, you're gonna have to go against, you know, the way society is moving. You know, a lot of dudes are saying, you know, hey, just have your woman, but don't have kids. You know, it ain't worth it, this and that. You know, and, you know, that's them. But me, I desire to have a kid one day. You know, preferably a son. You know what I'm saying? Preferably a son. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just something in me. I just want a son, bro. I just want another version of me where I can just prep this nigga on life, bro, and just, you know what I mean? I don't know. And if I have multiple sons, great. Now you got brothers that, you know, can push you to be greater. You know what I'm saying? But that's me. That's how I look at it. You know. As far as society, you know, we gotta adapt. With women, with society, well, women are part of society, so we just gotta adapt as a whole, you know, or else we're gonna get left behind, you know. And if you're one of those dudes that don't want to adapt and you just over this shit, all right, nigga, like, what, you gonna be a monk? You know, you gonna go up in a cave somewhere and, you know, like, what are you gonna do, bro? Like, for real. Like, I feel like we just got to start picking our poison these days, bro. You're not going to find nothing perfect out here. Because, shit, we not perfect. So how you going to expect to find a woman that's perfect when you ain't perfect? You ain't going to find nothing that's perfect. 9 times out of 10, you're going to get with a woman. She going to have some good things about her. And she going to have some bad things about her. Just like you. You got some good shit about you. You got some bad shit about you. And you just got to decide who are you willing to tolerate. That's really what it's going to boil down to. Who are you willing to tolerate? You know? Who are you willing to tolerate? But yeah, man, that's the video, dog. I appreciate anybody who watches this through and through. I didn't plan on making it this long, but hey, it was just one of these nights, man. I couldn't really sleep. So I was like, hey, whatever, man. Let's just let's just hop on the camera, man, make some content, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, preferably I've been trying to just make shorter videos, you know, like 10 minutes or shorter, or 10 to 15 minutes tops, you know, maybe 20. You know what I'm saying? That's the goal, you know, going forward with majority of videos. I want them to be, you know, a little shorter, but I'm gonna still have videos like this where I just kind of just let loose and just, you know, just kind of free my mind or whatever. I'll be telling y'all, this shit therapy for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, do I have people where I can just have conversations like this with? Yeah, sure. But, you know, sometimes, you know, this is just what I want to do. You know, sometimes I don't want to talk to nobody. I just want to hop on camera and just, you know what I mean, chop it up with y'all niggas, you know. But I appreciate whoever watches. I appreciate everybody who supports the channel. I just ask that y'all stay patient with me. I'm not one of these YouTubers who's always going to be flooding videos. You know what I'm saying? I have a life outside of this YouTube shit that I'm trying to get together. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I'm not really in the creative space or in the head space to really be making videos. You know what I'm saying? Or sometimes I just simply may not have the motivation, or I just may not have the inspiration. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not one that feels that I need to force a video out every week or every day or every other day to keep my name out there, or I'm not scared of people forgetting about me, or, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I feel like when you have a product that is valuable, you know, when you drop, people gonna fuck with it, you know. Like GTA, them niggas ain't dropped shit in over a decade. But once GTA 6 come out, niggas gonna be lining up to buy that shit. They don't give a fuck how long it took. Yeah, motherfuckers complaining, where the video, or where the GTA's at? Where the GTA's at? This and that. Where GTA 6 at? But I promise you, once that motherfucker drop, ain't nobody gonna be complaining. Niggas gonna be happy as hell. GTA 6 just dropped. Don't call me. Don't text me. Don't open all this bullshit. You know, the internet gonna be going crazy once that shit drop. But, you know, during the time where they're working on it and they're developing it and going through the trials and errors with it, you know, you're going to have people complaining and, why is it taking so long? This and that. Oh, y'all supposed to be this. Y'all supposed to be that. Why can't y'all make more games? Why can't y'all this? Why can't y'all that? You know? But like I said, I feel I make a great product. When you make a great product, you know what I'm saying? Okay, to be humble, I make a good product because my shit could be better. You know, it's more I can do as far as like editing and all that extra shit. But I feel like I make good to great quality content. You know, I keep it real, I keep it genuine. I feel like my shit is unique. You come on my channel, you may see shades and similarities to certain different niggas that I may have been influenced by throughout the years. But I feel like overall, this is a Richawd experience, bro. Like, you're not gonna click on any other video on YouTube and get this same type of energy, bro, that you get from my videos. You know, yes, do I get inspiration from other people and other sources? Yes, like every creator that has ever existed. You know, everybody who has ever existed that has created something has gotten some sort of influence from their peers. Just like every basketball player has gotten some sort of influence from other basketball players, but they applied all that influence to their self and made it their own. And I feel like that's what I've done. You know, I've applied all the influence I've gotten from this outside world and I've made it my own. And I feel like what I do over here is different. It's unique, you know. But I appreciate everybody who supports it. Make sure you adapting in these times, bro. You're gonna get left behind. It's your boy Richawd. I'll be back with more content.